Hey, good morning. How's everybody doing today? Uh, we're at the shop this morning and we are working on a 2001 Chevy 2500 heavy duty Duramax truck that we are working on some suspension and steering stuff. So I'm going to take you out there to the shop and kind of show you what we're doing. All right, so all right. There's the truck we're working on. I'm going to jump underneath here, talk to you a little bit about a different type of spring. Most of our SLA short long arm suspension systems use coil springs. In this case, this guy right here uses a torsion bar, and that torsion bar hooks up to the lower control arm, and I'll show you the better picture of that here in a minute. It comes all the way back here to this point where it attaches to a lever, and we can rotate that lever up and down to put more or less tension on the torsion bar. All right, so this torsion bar, its action is such that as we go up and down over bumps and in through dips, this whole bar, let me get over here to where I can get you a better picture of it. This whole bar right here, okay, so it's this guy right here, all right, attaches to that lower control arm, and then it works its way all the way back. It twists, and that's our spring. Rather than have a coil that gets smaller and taller, this guy just twists back and forth. All right. So we've got our new ball joints in on this side. So my upper ball joint right here, and then my lower ball joint down here. All right. And the reason why this rod is a good thing to use is because we also have that axle that comes through here. All right, and I can show you that on the other side. That axle that comes through, of course, is our four-wheel drive axle to drive the front wheels. So I know it's kind of dark, hard to see, but that's it right there. Let me dig out a flashlight, sorry. All right. So there's our axle. All right, if we had a coil spring sitting in between the upper control arm, it just would not do its job properly. We couldn't get that axle in there. So this opens it up and gives us that room so that we can have that happening. So this side we already did, it's already back together. My upper and lower control or ball joints. We're also going to be doing some steering work on this, and I'll take you through that a little bit later. We're going to replacing the outer and inner tie rods, the Pitman arm. We're not replacing the center link on this particular vehicle, but we will also be doing the idler arm. All right. So down here I've got there's our hub assembly as well as our steering knuckle assembly. All right, there's our axle out of it. Okay, so that's it for now. Here's the upper ball joint and the lower ball joint. And then you can see where that torsion bar comes in to the lower control arm. So a question I have for you is, if that spring, that torsion bar, is hooked to the lower control arm, which ball joint is my loaded ball joint? The lower ball joint or the upper ball joint? I'd like you to give me that answer inside comments. All right, what year is this one? We're
06.
06, 1500 Chevrolet. Now this guy came in, he's been having some issues. So Dylan is walking that tire back and forth, and I'm trying to get a good picture of it. Oh, you know what, boys and girls? That is a bearing. That is a bearing. Let me get back here so you can see the tire movement. Okay, do it again, Dylan. You see that tire moving back in and forth like that? Alright. We're definitely burying the CV boot's junk. Looks like it's going to need an axle. And then we've got more turning and churning. Do that some more. Okay, so it's got loose rack mounts. I see a little bit of, do it again. Yeah, there's some inner tie rod movement. I don't see any outer tie rod movement. Okay, then what about this other side? Oop. This side feels pretty tight. I think most of that steering movement is the actual rack moving.
Yeah, he said there was hardly anybody on the road last night anyway.
Say hi, Brad.
Hey!
Morning.
Morning.
Yeah, right here. Did you see where it was moving? You want me to do it? Here, hold the camera.
Wow, rack's shut.
It may not be the whole rack. It might just be that mount, but man.
Yeah, that's a lot of play. Look at that. Wow.